just a bit discombobulated, short and fat like me. So I'm officially an old lady, because only old people get it. G'day everyone, a bit of an impromptu video this morning. I'm just getting myself ready to walk to the gym, and I thought I'd chat along the way because I'm feeling all out of sorts this morning and I just feel like chatting, which sometimes I chat and sometimes I don't. And I've got my bag. I'm going to have to put my sunnies on. I know it's bad manners to talk to people with sunglasses on, that's the way I was raised, but it's glary and I got to be in disguise in case I walk past another human on the way. But the hat and the sunnies on makes me invisible, so that's cool. Right, I've got the garage door key in the little thing. Yes, right, let's go. Yeah, I'm just all out of sorts. But I have to say, at least it's a little bit better than it was earlier, because it was cloudy and miserable, and at least now the sun is out. I've got a niggling, standing in the garden, I've got a niggling coffee thing in my chest. About, 4 years ago, I got a chest infection, or throat infection or something or other. I got laryngitis and I coughed. I coughed like I've never heard a cough before. I coughed so much that I tore a muscle from my rib or something ridiculous like that. It was so painful. And it's never quite gone away. So whenever I'm run down or it's been really windy, I get this irritation in my chest and in my throat. I cough, my voice gets really raspy. I call it my sexy telephone voice. But it is quite annoying, it's kind of husky. So let's cross the road. So yeah, there's that going on, because I am a little bit run down at the moment. Haven't been sleeping great, story of my life. But we are on the way to the gym. And we are late. I meant to do something else. I want to record the walk to the gym on the app. Okay, come on, press the button, track exercise, walk. Starting, okay. Just have to remember to turn it off when we get there. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, just feeling a bit out of sorts. And it's quite cold this morning. It's warming up now, the sun's out. But I started my day late, and that's because I went to bed late. And you know how I try to keep quite a regular sleeping pattern, go to bed at the same time so I can wake up at the same time. It just helps. It helps my body regulate itself. Oh, well, I had a busy day yesterday. I did a whole pile of stuff. I wasn't actually home very much yesterday. And I did something and I just kept working. Like, normally I will make sure the computer and technology stuff is turned off around about 6 p.m. so I can just have dinner and have a shower and go to bed and like slowly relax and wind down. Well, last night that didn't happen. Last night I was still tapping away at the laptop, editing videos and stuff at 8 o'clock before I turned it off. Then I went and had a shower and I had to have a snack, and I just wasn't tired. By the time I turned the light out and go to bed, it was gone 11:30, and Lucy's asleep on the bed and she looks up at me. She said, "Oh, you're disturbing my sleep." And I went, "I know we're late, Luce." I said, "I'm going to pay for this tomorrow and I'm going to regret it tomorrow." And I do. I regret it today. But I knew I would, so it's my own fault. So no point complaining. So I went to sleep late, so I started the day late. So that put me out already. About 8 o'clock, I was sitting in bed drinking coffee and chatting on my phone with my friend Tracy. Just, woe is me. As I was. Nobody likes me, I said. And I've got a barnacle on my face. A barnacle. Went to the doctor yesterday just for a, standard visit, need scripts for my pain meds. And I said, I've got this thing on my eyebrow, can you have a look at it? Because we have a history of melanoma in my family, and I do need to get regular checks and skin checks, and I've had a couple removed. So I sort of keep an eye on these things. So I've got this weird thing on my eyebrow, and I wasn't able to see what it was myself. So can you have a look at it? And he goes, oh yeah, it's a something, 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 which I cannot possibly attempt to say. And I just looked at him. He says, it's a something, something, something barnacle. A barnacle, I said. And he goes, yeah. I said, I've got a barnacle on my face. And when anything he said after that, I don't know, because he just lost me at barnacle. But that's what it's called. So I'm officially an old lady, because only old people get it. So I got a barnacle on my face. It's like, yay, this is my life now. So we're off to the gym today. Today is Wednesday, and I'm really keen to go because I haven't been since Friday. I don't normally go on the weekend anyway. And on Monday I stayed home because we are renovating. It's kind of 2 rooms at the same time, but we have to completely do one before we can start the other, if that makes sense. So there is a mess. There is so much mess everywhere, you know, new paint. We've had to rip up the carpet, so obviously the room has to be completely emptied. Ripped up the carpet, getting ready to paint the first room. Probably start that this afternoon. But the point is, on Monday I stayed home and I did those types of jobs. And that meant I couldn't go to the gym because I don't have the energy to do both those things on the same day. And yesterday was Tuesday, and yesterday I've been trying to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's my new plan, and it's been working. So Tuesday I had no intention of going to the gym, but I had to take the car down to get something done to it, just a minor thing. It only took an hour. So I used that time, hair in my face. So I used that time to go for a walk, which was really interesting because I was walking around the industrial estate, which was new and nowhere near as much fun as walking on the beach, but I did it. It was a very slow walk though. It was a very slow walk because the ground is completely unstable and pathways are often non-existent, but I still got out and I walked. And then I had to come home, just sort of hang about for a little bit. And then I had to go out again, which was when I went to the doctor and he told me about my barnacle. Thank you very much. Car's coming. And then when I left the doctor, popped into the supermarket and just picked up a couple of things for dinner, nothing exciting. And the day was busy, just doing boring crap. So today, being Wednesday, is a gym day, but because of what I did yesterday and staying up late, I'm off to a really late start. It is 10:30. Actually, I thought it was later than that, so that's not bad. It's 10:30, and I'm just walking to the gym now, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But my brain is struggling because I'm such a morning person. I always have been, and I do things first up. Even going to the gym, it's usually a first thing in the morning. So to just be heading out at 10:30 in the morning, it's a very weird experience. I keep hearing things. I was going to say something else. I don't know what it was now. Oh, and I feel like I want to go to the gym. There's just no doubt whatsoever there. But I feel like I should be at home doing stuff. I feel like I should be getting ready for the painting later and paying a couple of bills. I can do that. You know, they're not exciting things. But this morning already, you know, I've spent so much time just doing responsible things when I really just wanted to get out and get to the gym. And I'm going to the gym now, but I still have things to do. So, does that make sense? Am I an idiot? Is there something wrong with me? I don't think so. But I'm going now. And it's kind of why I wanted to talk to you today, just so I can like put the words out into the ether and get them out of my brain, because I find that really helps me. This is a nice part of the walk to the path up through the bushland, and they are updating this path finally. It is a very well used path by cyclists and people like me who go to the gym or go to the shop or walk the dog. It's just a very, very busy walkway, and it's nowhere near wide enough. And it's been here for a long time, so it's getting a little bit, a bit wobbly and lumpy in places. So when this gets done, it will be so much nicer. I'm also really stressed because of the mess that's at home, because I just don't cope well when things are messy, and they are really, really messy. We've had to completely gut an entire room and everything in the wardrobe, which is mostly storage stuff anyway, and it's just chaos. There's tins of paint and ladders and dust everywhere from sanding, and I don't cope very well like that. And the hard part is that things had only just started to get clean permanently, because we're walking up a hill now. Bear with me, because a few years ago, 4 years ago, we started a complete home makeover. I had a patio that never got used because it was on the wrong side of the house. It was always cold. It was a dirt trap. It was horrible. So I got it closed in and made a room, which was my office, which I love. But that has now become a storage room for all the stuff that I can't talk when I walk up this hill today. That's how I'm feeling today. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. My body is really sore today. Fibro's kicking my ass today, which is really another reason why I'm so excited to go to the gym. So what was I saying? The mess. Yeah, so we closed in that room, and then that led to painting the hallway, and then painting the lounge room and the dining room and the kitchen, and then my room, and new carpet here and new carpet there. And because there's only me and Connor doing it, and I've got to save up in between, they just seem to be mess, for a couple of years. Ongoing was just mess, and we'd kind of got to the point where everything was caught up with, and it was really nice. There was no mess anywhere. And now we've decided to do the last two rooms. Connor's room really needs a makeover. His room's been painted, but not for a long time, and he's still got the original 20-year-old carpet, so he needs new carpet. And the other bedroom has only ever been used for whatever, once an office, once a storage room, sometimes a guest room, just whatever. And it's same original 20-year-old paint, 20-year-old carpet, so it's looking really sad. So we're really excited to be getting it done. Lots of noises today. I think I'm hearing noises because I haven't got my headphones in. Normally I walk along here with my headphones in and music going, and I haven't got that today, and I'm hearing lots of things in the bushes. Welcome to Australia. Yeah, so that's why I'm feeling a bit stressed at home with the mess. And I know it's only going to be temporary, and it won't take long to do, but it's just annoying me, It's annoying me. Keep telling myself, wait till the end result. That is quite funny. So similar to one of my gym tips. The last two videos have been tips for the gym. And the first one was about some tips just to help you get started. How do you fit it all in and get through the energy slump? And the second video is it's got a few tips on how to keep you going, like after you've got your gym started or your exercise routine started and things start to get a bit hard. The second part 2 video is about tips to get you motivated again. And funny, one of those tips is don't think about how hard it's going to be during the exercise. Think about how good you're going to feel after it. And honestly, that is my favourite workout tip of all time. It never fails to get me going. And I just laugh because what did I just say about the renovations? Don't think about how bad it's going to be during it. Think about how good it's going to look like after it. So, I amaze myself sometimes. Where are you going, car? An indicator would help. God, some people are dicks. We're on the last leg of the journey now, walking through the little industrial section, car repair places and big timber yards and stuff. So while I'm walking through here and trying to catch my breath because I'm all puffed out, I'll show you a few videos of what I did this morning. I'm back. There's no filming on the gym floor, but I managed to sneak a little bit of video of some of the equipment. I always try, if I do film something or take a photo, I always try to make sure I don't get people in it. So that's a couple of scenes of where I've just been. And I had a good workout, but I've certainly had better. I think it's because I just wasn't feeling it today. A bit hot, a bit worn out, just a bit, you know, like I said before, just a bit discombobulated. I finished my workout. I was all keen to start walking home, and I went, oh crap, I forgot that I had to go to the chemist. And I mean, it's right across the road. I literally walked past it to come home. So then I went to the chemist and hung around there and bought all the stuff that was on the list. And now I've got to carry this big ass backpack home with me. It's not heavy, it's just big and cumbersome. But it's mostly downhill. I've just walked up the uphill bit, which is a little bit nasty, but very satisfying when you get to the top. And it's downhill, it's all downhill from here, as they say. But in this case, it's a good thing. Now, what was I going to tell you? I don't know. I was going to tell you something. So until I remember what the something was, I've got a funny story to tell you. Something funny happened while I was at the gym. I'm looking so I can cross the road. I saw this lady there that I haven't seen before. She was a young lady and she was very tall. I think she had to have been a model. Anyway, she's like over 6 foot, not an ounce of fat on her anywhere, long hair, interesting facial features. You know, not pretty, but interesting. She just had all the indications that suggested she was a model. Anyway, she's doing her thing, and I happened to notice that her drink bottle was... It's a very noisy bus. I happened to notice that her drink bottle was very large. It was very tall and thin. And I laughed because my brain said, oh, her drink bottle looks like her, tall and thin. And then I looked at my drink bottle, short and fat like me. I just thought that was really funny. Ah. I have just decided that I'm going to walk home a different way. Instead of walking down the road and the footpath, I'm going to go home down the dirt track. Because I haven't been down the dirt track for ages, and it'll be a bit quieter than it is here. There's traffic today. It's busy everywhere. I'm just struggling a little bit with my anxiety. The gym was really busy. Wednesdays, something about Wednesdays around the 11, 12 o'clock mark. It's always really busy with a lot of old people. I think there must be like an old fogies group. Goes to the gym at that time of day, like a full-on group. They were just out in force. And I love seeing them there. Absolutely love seeing them. I don't have a problem with it. It's just that anytime there's a lot of people anywhere, my anxiety kicks in. Well, a bit hard to get across the road here. But I'm going to try and get across the road. There we go. This is a lot nicer than walking up the road. We're going that way. I do need to be careful where I step because of all the uneven ground. So it'll be a bit of a slow walk, but that's okay. Walking on uneven ground is a really good way to I can't even think what I'm saying. Walking on uneven ground is a good way to hit all those muscles that you don't hit when you walk on flat level ground. And a normal healthy person doesn't notice it. But when you've got a soft tissue chronic pain condition like fibromyalgia, and you become very aware of the smallest changes. It's if it wasn't such a horrible thing, you'd say it was really interesting. There we go. What's in there? Can you see? In there is it's actually a nature reserve, council land set aside for animals and birds and trees and stuff. And this area here, we have a lot of black cockatoos, and they only feed on a certain type of tree, and that type of tree grows all in this reserve. So that is just one of the reasons why this area has been marked out as a nature reserve. You can go in there, you can walk in. I used to walk in there all the time. You can take horses through there. I think you can take your dog for a walk through there. A lot of people do. I mean, it's not strictly monitored or anything like that. It's just like that's the nature reserve. That's the back of the houses. And this is just a dirt road access for council to get to the nature reserve, to get to the water treatment facilities down the end. It's also a fire break. We have had fires in there in the past. That's why there is such a wide fire break, so that the houses don't get any damage. And if you come down here in the morning, you'll see kangaroos. There's a lot of kangaroos live in there, but if you go walking, you just don't see them. I don't know how they hide. But if you come down here in the morning, they sit out on this open part and sit in the sun and eat the grass and stuff like that, which is pretty excellent. exact same spot as we started. Oh, I was cutting into my arm. I didn't realise it. I'm very happy to be home. I'm hungry. I'm sore. And I desperately want to have a shower. Door open. There's my garage door opening. Let's go see what Lucy and Stephen are up to. Hello. I see you. Hello. Did you miss me? Yeah? Did you miss me? You gonna purr? Oh, that's nice and fluffy. Oh, Lucy goosey. Had to put Stephen in his tank when I went out. Can't leave him running free. You ready to come outside? There you are. Hello. Hello. You want to come outside and have a run around? Come on. Oh, it's a bit tricky with one hand, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Say hello, everybody. Want you to go outside? We go outside? Hey, Luce. Yeah? Where's Stephen? Put Stephen down to play. Oh. So that's my morning. From now on, it's just going to be all random boring stuff. I'm going to go and have a shower. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to answer a few messages, pay a few bills, definitely spend some time playing with Stephen and snuggles with Lucy. Hey, Luce. She's just too busy watching Stephen at the moment. Uh-oh, Stephen's on the move. Stephen's on the move. Are you pooping? Are you going to poop in your grass? That's why you wanted to get away from me. Oh, big poop coming up. That's the end for today's video. Thank you for listening to me having a good old whinge about, I don't know what. I just felt like I just was feeling really frustrated and I just had to get it all off my chest. So thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed the walk, a little bit of a tour, trip to the gym, seeing Stephen, of course. Hey, how you doing? There's my little dragon. He said, bye everybody. I'll see you again soon. He's so great. Alright, see you again soon. I've got to go have a shower because, man, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I stink. You needed to know that, didn't you? I know you did. Bye.